What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for racing here in Greensboro. But before we get started, just a quick reminder to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. This is the leaderboards after the high jump competition. As you can see, Son of a Digger with a 4-point lead over Whiplash in first place. Crush Station in third, Rottweiler in fourth, Gas Monkey in fifth, and Stone Crusher, unfortunately, in sixth place. But this is the racing bracket. Crush Station was your fastest qualifier here tonight. Monstemo Rottweiler was right behind them, so they get the bye runs into round two, or I guess really the semifinals. But let's go ahead and get started with round one. We had some crazy crashes in qualifying, so I'm curious to see what racing is going to be like. But the first race of round one is going to be Stone Crusher versus Gas Monkey Garage, so let's see what's going to happen here. Both of these trucks in a bad spot in the leaderboard. Gas Monkey in fifth with 39 points. Stone Crusher in sixth with 27. So definitely a lot of ground to cover. Going into this last turn, let's see who's going to take the win. Looks like it's going to be Stone Crusher. It's an obvious win here for Stone Crusher with a 24.52 over Gas Monkey. So he will be moving on to the semifinals. As we move on to the next race of round one, Whiplash versus Son of a Digger. This right here is going to make a huge difference in the leaderboards, given that Son of a Digger has that 4-point lead over Whiplash. And Whiplash could face, again, I don't want to say an opportunity, but face the opportunity of getting 1 or 2 points today if she doesn't get out of the first round. So, all coming down to this last turn, and it looks like an easy win for Whiplash, completely knocking out Son of a Digger. 21.02 for Whiplash, crazy fast time. So this is the bracket going into the semifinal round. It's going to be Crush Station versus Stone Crusher, and then Whiplash versus Monstemo Rottweiler. And if you remember, Whiplash had that gnarly, nasty crash in qualifying both times, but really the second one was the most violent in my opinion. But luckily she was okay. Morales TCS was in good condition and was ready to come back for high jump and obviously not racing. But let's go ahead and get the next race started, or the next race started here in the semifinal. Stone Crusher versus Crush Station. Crush Station, though, in the turn, flipping over, and he's in and out of the field, out of the stadium on his side. Stone Crusher should get an easy win here, but now he's going over, he's losing control, and no, he's able to save it, and he's back on all fours. He just needs to get this last jump and turn out of the way, and he will be the winner. Moving on to the finals, but now he's rolling over, trying to collect himself and crashing into the container there. And it looks like he is done. So both trucks getting a DNF in this race. However, it will be rerun, so long as one of the trucks are cleared after the inspection. So they're going to be checking out both trucks, making sure they're good. If at least one of them can move on, he'll get that bye run, bye race, bye run, whatever you want to call it, just to get a time on the board and move on to the final round. But the last race of these semifinals is going to be Whiplash versus Monstemo Rottweiler. This track has already taken its first couple victims. Let's see what this next race brings. As I said, Whiplash had those gnarly crashes in qualifying. Monstemo Rottweiler, though, bicycling a little bit. Whiplash coming off of the track a little bit shouldn't hurt her too much. They're being a little lenient with racing, but she will ultimately take the win over Undead Elkins and Monstemo Rottweiler, so she will be moving on to the final round, as Crush Station and Stone Crusher both got the green light to move on, and they're going to be running another race here in the semifinals to see who's going to get that last spot in the finals. So far, so good for both. I'm sure they're going to be playing it safe. Crush Station, though, bicycle into the jump. He's flipping over, and he's going to be on his lid. So Crush Station, yet again, if he can save it, nope, he's out. Crush Station is out of the semifinal race, and Stone Crusher is going to be able to finish this time and take an easy win, a 23.95 for Stone Crusher. So definitely a surprising round with Crush Station being knocked out. Crush Station being the fastest qualifier tonight was knocked out by Stone Crusher, who was one of the slowest here tonight in Greensboro. So it all comes down to Whiplash and Stone Crusher. Whiplash didn't even have a time during qualifying because she crashed in both attempts. So a very, very surprising event here. Let's see what's going to happen. Will Stone Crusher get their first racing win, or will Whiplash? We're going to have to wait and see. So far, so good. Whiplash, though, some trouble. And she's able to save it. It's all going to come down to this. Who's going to take it? Stone Crusher flipping, cartwheeling after the finish line. And it's going to come down to Whiplash. Whiplash and Morales TCS is your racing winner. It looked like she was going to lose it at some point because of a little bit of that she just started bicycling a little bit, lost control. And she was able to gather herself and take the racing win. So she is your winner and taking those 6 crucial points to tie with Son of a Digger. So now they're both in first place with 54 points. Crush Station with 48. Rottweiler with 45. Gas Monkey 40. Stone Crusher 32. So very interesting things going on here. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to use code Project Rod at checkout for your W Energy order to get 10% off of your order. But let's go ahead and move on to skills as Stone Crusher comes out. That was a very crazy race. I wasn't sure what to expect with racing here in Greensboro. I knew it was going to be interesting to say the least. But qualifying was crazy, racing was crazy, and totally a different outcome than what I thought it would be. But it's all said and done. Congratulations to Whiplash on her racing win. And Stone Crusher now going for his second attempt in skills. A nice stoppie there into a moonwalk. He's going to ride it all the way across. Watch out for the wall. Kiss the wall a little bit. Now he's done with his second attempt. It all comes down to the judges. And an 8.167, so not bad for a first attempt. That is the score to beat as of yet. As Gas Monkey Garage comes out, your high jump winner of the night. A nice bicycle. Is he going to be able to combo it into a moonwalk? He is, but an awkward angle. He's going to have to stop it early. So he doesn't go into that wall there. And he's going to go for some donuts, it looks like. Nice donuts, kind of short, but into a wheelie, so a beautiful combo there for Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward in desperate need of points. I know those 6 points helped them out a lot. And he may get another set of 6 points, a 9.943 for Gas Monkey Garage. So an incredible score to take the lead, and depending on everybody else, he may take the win and get some more points. Those 6 points are going to make a huge difference in his total score. But Massimo Rottweiler and Undead Elkin's out now. A nice donut to start off his attempt. He's got one more to go. He's going to go for a bit of a sky wheelie. Not sure exactly what was going on there. And he's going to get on his lid on his side. I thought his attempt was over, but he was able to save it. Nicely done. Not sure how well that's going to score with the judges, however. But that was a nice save there. A bit of a lucky save. A 5.508 for Massimo Rottweiler. So not going to be enough for the lead. That 9.943 is going to be tough to beat. Crush Station coming out now, your fastest qualifier of the night. I'm sure that race in the semifinals really hurt. I know I'd be upset. But a nice sky wheelie into a bit of a stoppie for his first attempt. Let's see what he has in store for his second one. Trying to get the bicycle going. He's got it, but not the way. I don't think that's the way he wanted it to end. Not what he wanted, so it may not score too well. And it's going to be a 4.911 for Crush Station. So currently in last place. Very upsetting for J-Space Racing. Not the outing he wanted, as Son of a Digger comes out now, looking to get some kind of hardware here. He has the tie for first place and a nice reverse backflip for him. Beautifully done. Beautifully executed. But as I was saying, he's currently tied in first place with Whiplash, and I'm sure he'd like to take that first place spot back and take the Arena Series win and go to the Stadium Series and the World Finals. Second attempt, though, wasn't the best, and a 9.688, so it did him well. Just not enough to take the lead, so he's currently in second place. Whiplash coming out now. Your last truck of the night for skills. What a story she's had tonight. Horrible crash in qualifying. Didn't get a single time. Was the last qualifier because of that. Getting 1 point and a nice wheelie. That is showing you the horsepower in that truck. And now a moonwalk. That was beautifully done. That was very impressive, actually, by Whiplash and Morales TCS, showing off the horsepower in that truck and able to save it now. But what a night she's had. I mean, I'd say horrible, but a horrible qualifying attempt, only to come back and take the racing win, as she has some donuts there, using that container to her benefit to save it as we wait for the scores. But man, she's been having a good night. 9.411, so it's not going to be enough to knock out Gas Monkey Garage. So Ryan Hayward and Gas Monkey is your skills winner tonight here in Greensboro. So those 6 points are going to go a long way. Son of a Digger, though, in second, Whiplash in third. So Son of a Digger will be taking that lead once again from Whiplash. It should be a 1 point lead, though. And there it is, 59 points for Son of a Digger, 58 for Whiplash, and 49 for Crush Station. 47 Rottweiler, 46 Gas Monkey, and 35 Stone Crusher. But freestyle is left. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, especially with this track. So quick reminder, don't forget to check out my Patreon, link on screen and in the description below for early access and exclusive content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in freestyle.